Hello, shooter fans. You are tuning into a match of Domination on Grid on GSPM, and I am Neil Fitzpatrick, along with my co-anchor, Patrick Fitzneil. The gamer we're going to be following throughout this match will be HARDCOREgmr4lyf. As you can see, he and his team are going to come out strong right off the bat and quickly cap the A and B flags. This is a classic opening strategy in Domination and very well suited to this map where the B flag is in an enclosed area between two buildings. If you're lucky enough to get the A spawn, which is a little closer to B, and you rush the B flag right away as they did here, you'll likely run into little resistance since the only directions your opponents can come from quickly enough to stop your cap are the C flag building of the field. Of course, you always have to watch out for the ever-present 6-in-1 spawn nade, but as long as a couple of guys on your team have flak jacket, that shouldn't stop your cap either. Patrick, what's your take on what he's doing right now?
Well, as you can see, Neil, he's using the verticality of this level, getting up on top of the truck to get a better view of opponents advancing from the backside of the C flag building, then dropping down to take out another enemy, lay down a claymore, and set up shop at B. So, Neil, what are the details on his class setup here?
He's using an M16 assault rifle, and while that does come in semi-automatic and fully automatic versions, the Call of Duty franchise has always favored a burst fire version of this gun. Although you sacrifice the high fire rate of a fully automatic weapon, the accuracy you gain from firing in bursts more than makes up for this. His attachments here are dual mags and a red dot sight. Dual mags of course give you both the benefits of scavenger and sleight of hand without having to give up your first or second perk slot, and like many players, he doesn't care for the iron sights on this weapon, which is why he chose to bling out this gun with the Warlord perk. His secondary weapons are dual Colt Python 357 magnums, and he's using Semtex, concussion grenades, and claymores for his grenades and equipment.
And what's his perk setup here, Neil?
Well, Patrick, he's using a very popular setup for Domination, and that's Flak Jacket Pro, Warlord Pro, and Tactical Mask Pro respectively, making him all but immune to the fire, explosives, and tactical grenades flying around on your average match of Domination.
A very effective perk setup indeed. Speaking of explosives flying around, Neil, he's gonna serve up a double kill here with the Semtex.
Yes, indeedy, Patrick, and oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Well, Neil, he can't be happy about the fact that the enemy just stole B out right from under his nose.
No, Patrick, but he'll just have to console himself with the fact that he just earned all his kill streaks in under 10 seconds, which, as you can see, are Spy Plane, Counter Spy Plane, and Napalm. Now, he's going to lay that Napalm strike right on B, taking out a couple of enemies rushing to defend their newly capped flag, and allowing his team to recap it with ease.
And the combination of the Napalm strike with the Flak Jacket Pro works brilliantly here, keeping his enemies off the area he wants to control, while Flak Jacket Pro's invulnerability to flame allows him to move around freely within that area unharmed. Speaking of which, he really seems to be setting up shop here at B, Neil.
Yes, Patrick, and he'll make that his home base for much of this round. As you can see, he's going to defend B like a boss here, starting with his triple kill feed, all in a day's work, and he's going to continue to patrol the area, and the enemy team is going to keep pushing the B flag, but as you can see, he's got it on lockdown like Fort Knox, and every time they get close, they die. Let's watch this next segment from a different angle. As you can see, this enemy sees him firing on the minimap and attempts to drop down from above and end his run here, but all he's going to get for his troubles is 8 inches of cold steel in the sternum, and Hardcore's flak jacket saves him yet again, this time from his own claymore. Now somehow, at this point, someone on the opposing team earns a Huey, and they can't even kill him with that. They're going to get 6 hit markers on him here with a chopper gunner. Now I don't know if someone upstairs likes him, or if he's just got an extra perk slot and he selected Bruce Willis, but for whatever reason, the enemy team just cannot seem to kill him here no matter what they try.
Yes, Neil, they really are throwing everything at him. I'm expecting to see a kitchen sink any time now.
Well, Patrick, maybe they should try that, because nothing else they're doing seems to be working. Now, at this point, he's staying in the A building to avoid the chopper gunner, but he's still trying to keep a close watch on the B flag. Now, as he comes up the stairs here, he hears the enemy is taking B. He's gonna try taking this guy out from the balcony, but the Huey forces him to retrace his steps downstairs and take the guy out from the doorway, but by then, the damage has been done, and the enemy once again has taken B. Fortunately, a teammate with Ghost Pro immediately runs out to start recapping B, and the rest of the team will join him in a moment when the Huey leaves.
The enemy cannot seem to hold on to the B flag here, Neil.
No, Patrick, but it's not for a lack of trying. As hard as the opposing team is pushing B here, they're getting pushed back twice as hard. When a team can keep such an iron grip on B as Hardcore and his teammates have here, it makes them really tough to beat, because even if the enemy team manages to cap both the other flags, they're going to have a very difficult time holding them, since capping A and C divides your forces, making it much more difficult to hold your double cap. If a team can hold B this well, it doesn't really matter if A and C change hands a few times, as they do here in this match.
Now, is he playing with the party this match, Neil?
No, Patrick, he's not playing with a full party here, but he did bring one friend along for the ride, his buddy Midnight969, but other than that, he's playing with all random players here. Now, that does have its upsides as well as its downsides. While it generally means you don't have to scrap as hard with your teammates over kills, it can be tough in objective-based game modes such as Domination in particular to find randoms who are quote-unquote team players. Neil?
Is that?
Yes, Patrick, that is his 17th kill without dying. Somebody better call 911 because this guy is on fire.
Well, he may be on fire, Neil, but he's about out of ammo.
Yes, Patrick, but nevertheless, he's going to make his way up to the balcony and attempt to take out an opponent over in the C building with his remaining rounds. But as it happens, he's going to come up a little short here, and he's down to his magnums. Now, he's going to go downstairs and out in search of a new weapon, but he must have just dropped his rabbit's foot upstairs because his luck has run out, and finally someone kills him.
Now, what I found quite interesting here on the respawn was that despite the fact that he's just come off a really nice streak, he's going to come up these stairs, hear that his teammate is taking B, and jump right on the flag to help without any care at all for his own safety. This is the kind of unselfish team play you love to see in Domination. Now, this attempt is unsuccessful, but it sets the stage for this successful attempt to cap B since he now knows the enemy position.
Indeed, Patrick, and as becomes clear when you look at the scoreboard here, their inability to hold on to the B flag this round has already put the opposing team at a considerable deficit, one they're not likely to claw their way back from at this point. And although they keep putting forth a valiant effort to push the B flag, they're going to continue to come up empty for the remainder of this round. So at this point, he's going to duck back into the A building and pull out a Simtex, check out his stocks online, update his status on Facebook, send out a few tweets, go to Geico.com for an insurance quote, check out his posts on Black Ops Forum, head over to his YouTube inbox to reply to a few messages, and, oh yeah, kill this guy, for which he's going to receive both a defense and a rescuer medal. Now, at this point, Patrick, he sees on his mini-map that the enemy is making a push for A.
Indeed, Neil, and he's going to go over and offer his assistance and pick up a spy plane while he's about it.
You know, Patrick, I really like the kill streaks he's picked here from a team standpoint. It's funny you should mention that. I mean, spy plane, counter spy plane, and napalm strike? It's a really team-oriented loadout, with the spy plane and counter spy plane benefiting the entire team, and the napalm strike to clear out objectives. It's really tailor-made for Domination. And with your kill streak set that low, it really doesn't matter if you go 5 and out, as he does here, because at that point, all the enemy team is doing by killing you is giving you another shot at earning your kill streaks. And at this point, this match is quickly becoming an exercise in futility for the opposing team. Their chances of winning this game right now are slim to none, and Slim just left town. Now, he knows right here that the enemy has been pushing B hard the entire game, so he'll lay his napalm strike right down on top of it, and his guess is good. He's going to pick up a couple kills with that.
Yes, Neil, and he's just going to continue what he's been doing this entire round and patrol the A building and the B flag in particular like a junkyard dog.
Absolutely, Patrick. You know, I couldn't agree more. No need to change up your game plan when it's working this well. I have to give the enemy team credit here, though. Even though they're getting their proverbial asses handed to them, they're still continuing to push B and go after that objective, despite the fact that they've all but lost already. Indeed, he notices an enemy pushing toward A on his mini-map right here, so he's going to mosey on over that way and take him out. Then he'll scoot on over to A to make sure that Laughing Boy didn't have any ghost teammates, but everything's clear over this way, so he's going to move on back to B for his final defense.
And you know, Neil, as you mentioned earlier, you've really got to admire how hard these opponents are pushing this flag, even at this late point in the game.
Yes, Patrick, but at this point, I'm beginning to wonder whether that's bravery or foolhardiness. Really, all they're doing at this point is giving Hardcore another chance to earn his kill streaks, which he's going to do here while defending the B flag like a boss. And with that, we're going to wrap up this round of Domination on GSPM. We've been following HARDCOREgmr4lyf this match, and he's going to end up with a final score of 32 kills, 5 deaths, 5 captures, and 6 defends. And his team is going to win the game 201 to 117. This is Neil Fitzpatrick
and Patrick Fitzneil
reporting for GSPM on this match of Domination on Grid. And now we'd like to take a moment to thank our crack editing team down at Hardcore Productions. In addition to all of our viewers, thank you all. Have a wonderful night.